In high school though, but this is the first time we actually met within like years actually. Like the first time we were actually talking for
Oh
like
my
years
god.
actually.
Oh my god. A year of 2021 is when I graduated.
God damn, that fucking back, Jesus Christ.
Yes. Well, unless it's just my diploma. Let me look at my real confirmation of all I because like I got pictures of myself too of of me graduating and me wearing that those
Honestly, the
blue
last time I
things. Or
ever saw you was back during graduation.
yes, graduation was something else. It was the day I became a man. Because yep, 2021 was the year I graduated.
Like
Year,
22,
year.
3, 4, 5, 6. Gee, that's exactly like fucking like 5 years ago.
Oh, I know it. It was really something else, honestly, back then too. 'Cause
Oh yeah.
holy fuck, lot has happened,
Okay.
honestly.
Okay, back to and also onto the video. In fact, I used to work
Yes.
inside of a reservation casino. This is how this shit went down. Do you want me to start from the beginning, or just like start talking about the juicy details?
We can start from the beginning, cause I suppose I gotta do my beginning too when I tell the story too.
Well, in that case, then, gee, back like I was like, geez, 21 years old when I first got on my first job. Actually, the casino. Gee, way over here, actually, like the casino, actually. It was like my very first job. So as a grade shift housekeeper, that's what I applied from. And then all of a sudden, I met this like old like and it's like old lady named like let's just call her Jay just for reference.
All right.
So my soup, which who is um my shift supervisor at the time, and then all of a sudden, like the first time we met actually, and then all of a sudden, like that the coworkers are like, dude, be careful of her, man. She's a gossiper. So I'm like, that old woman, and yeah, because Jay actually has been working there since the day, since like for like a very long time though, is because like she's been like actually been like working there for like cheese for like for like over like cheese ever since the casino opened up.
Oh God, that's been a long ass time for that casino when it first opened up. I remember when it
Yeah,
first opened up, but all I know it's been there for a long ass time though.
and then all of a sudden, like, when I first started at the job, honestly, it was good for like a year until the layoffs happened, and then all of a sudden Jay was like transferred to like until all of a sudden, um, let's like call this woman this like other like man this other manager named Steph. Let's just call her that for the sake of like privacy saking.
Oh God, oh God on it. Anyway, continue.
Let's just call her Steph just for like just for sake, I guess. And then all of a and then all of a sudden, I was just like bro, it's not that like I was like even though I was like new at the time, so I'm like I didn't know anything at the time. I was like brand new at the time, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, and over like a year late, and over like a year later, and I was like the only Grace of housekeeper at the time, only getting paid for like geez, like $14 an hour, and then after my mandatory raise of like a year, my yearly mandatory raise over $1, right? But it was supposed to be 55 cents. I was promised though. I was promised $55 an hour though, but until I that stupid ass bitch fucking like filed a filed a like basically filed a complaint about me, quote unquote, not really doing shit because I was literally the only one in the entire goddamn casino that was actually like like cleaning out the entire building because Gray Shift housekeepers are responsible for the entire building, and I
Damn.
was fucking alone.
Did you really do all that yourself?
Exactly. That's the reason why most of the fucking shit over there is fucking clean because I actually keep the place clean. And my previous
Damn.
boss that is no longer works there anymore, and my previous like My previous boss though, let's just call her hmm, let's just call her C for reference. Since my boss C was like my boss at the time, and then all of a sudden, after we had a coworker named Tony though, and then all of a sudden she was like, and all of a sudden ever since she, and then all of a sudden at one time though they caught on the cameras though he had to drop like a whole entire bundle of fucking weed in the break room though. The supervisor fucking found it though, and then all of a sudden he was suspended for like 30 days. And guess what happened after 30 days?
What happened?
During the layoffs though, and then all of a sudden they just straight terminated him even after he tried to call to actually make sure he could come back to work, and all of a sudden he was fired the very day he was not in on suspension anymore. And all of a sudden me and my coworkers are like, what the fuck is the point of you know what is the point of like suspending someone for like a month and he's just straight fired him in the end anyways.
That is so true. Like you could have just fired him on the spot and let him find his job somewhere else instead of
And
letting
guess
him.
the other crazy part is, and then all of a sudden, my boss, C on her hand, she actually went to go confront management, and guess what happened?
What
And the
happened?
very fucking next day, she got fired for standing up for an employee.
That's kind of fucked.
Exactly. I was like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, and also I had like a buddy from like in security, honestly, and also he's like straight up was like doing his daily walk route his like job routine, honestly, like checking the back, honestly, checking for scrappers, right? And then all of a sudden, he straight up told me that yeah, she got fired. The main reason why
Damn.
they fired her because they don't want someone going against their decisions.
Uh, well, that goes to show they have a lot of management or something, because there's something else. They're weird.
Yep,
People get weird like
and
that.
yeah, there's actually they're so fucking weird like that actually because ever since then actually, and then I started like, oh my god, they're like, yeah, I can honestly me and C right, and then Steph on our hand, she was used to working surveillance, and then all of a suddenly she's actually the manager of floor managers though. If you're wondering what the floor managers are, the floor managing department is actually a department by itself though that it manages each floors, one during the day, one during swing shift, and one during the night. But
Damn.
Steph though, she tries to pass around to basically pass around her weight around basically, and then let's
Yeah.
just say she has a habit of flexing her authority basically, and especially after she got elected to management though, she started like straight up abusing the hell out of her power though.
People do that too.
And then afterwards, honestly, and oh my god, man, you have no idea what type of fucking weird customers I met on the game for.
I imagine you met fucked up customers, because I get a
It's
lot of
not that.
customers
Here's the
that,
thing, actually. It's not that they were fucked up though. It's more they're weird. I shit you not. Actually, I've literally been called a pretty boy.
what?
I shit you not. Honestly, I was literally be called a pretty boy for having long hair.
Oh god. You were called a pretty boy for her long hair. That
And I
is
met this
weird.
one creepy old man that was just mad about not having female. There's no female housekeepers though, other than Jay.
Jesus.
Yeah, I can honestly, Jay was basically an old woman though, considering that she's actually been there for a really long time though. But she works during But yeah, again, honestly, she works during the day shift though, and honestly, she is literally the most biggest complainer out of everyone inside the housekeeping department.
Damn.
Since she's a
Yeah.
supervisor though, she always bitches to C though or boss though until honestly C honestly she was pretty cool actually. She actually knew what she was doing actually. She was actually so good at her job actually that she was actually literally ever since we're about to run out of supplies though, and all of a sudden boom, supplies are already in the door basically. It's because she
Damn.
orders them like 2 months in advance actually. She was that good at her job basically. And then the fact that I heard that she was fired because she tried to tried to stand up for a employee like Tony though.
Damn.
Oh my god, man. Yet again, honestly, like on Tommy on the other hand, me and him actually, oh my god, actually we worked really, really good together actually. But yeah, again, honestly, ever since I was like, why the fuck would you bring weed into work, you dumb bastard?
I mean, there's times where like which one called it, where it's like you bring it, but you expect that I can do whatever the hell you want. But at the same time, one little thing, you get really in trouble. That's when the cookie really
Yeah,
crumbles.
that's the thing actually. Like, even though I'm basically like, here's the thing actually, I prefer gray shift because like, let's just say, gray shift actually has like, it's actually like very busy though. So I actually like Gracie because it keeps me busy though. Like passes the time really fast, right?
Yeah.
And at one time, my boss and also my quote unquote the new manager straight up like came up to me and straight up like was like it was like straight up to try and give me and all of a sudden I was like in her office though and all of a sudden she was like she straight up said yeah we're gonna need you to come transfer to day shift though and I was like what why and all of a sudden so I'm like because like turns out though I wasn't like turns out there's really nothing wrong with me actually it's more like it's actually because the previous like day shift worker that used to work there was actually like that was actually like
What
about was
happened?
like resigning though. The day shift housekeeper was resigning though, but so that's the reason why I was like temporarily placed on the day shift for like a week though. And after I was like, and oh my god, like seriously, I don't get why Jay was so like straight up saying, oh my god, this is so hard. So I'm like, this is like the most easiest shit I've done so far. The reason why I want to go back to the gray shift because it was so fucking boring. It was just straight up like just like basically walk around, wipe machines down, walk around like a fucking idiot, walk around like an idiot, wipe machines
Oh,
down, go back, change out the trash, yada yada yada, fill out the work form, yada yada yada. Like, and I was like, what the most fucking like easiest shit I've done so far.
God. Yeah, it could get like that too in jobs where it's like, yeah, you gotta really find something what to do, but then also like they don't want to sit there and tell you what to do either. Like they won't sit there and like show you what to do 'cause it's like at the time they'll sometimes they'll just give you real shit jobs that's like you wish, damn,
That's the
I wish I
fucking
never
thing
did
that
that.
pisses me off so fucking much though. Like
that's
they don't
that's
actually like that's the thing that pisses me off so fucking much actually. And then all of a sudden like
oh god.
that's the reason why I always say at least fucking spend if you're gonna be bleeding actually at the time actually when I was still working there actually the casino was just bleeding fucking money at that point. And I was like, if you're bleeding any money anyway, so like might as well invest in training, right?
Yeah, it's true.
And then all of a sudden that come and all of a sudden one day during like a year of my job in there, and then all of a sudden I was like, and all of a sudden there's like, yeah, we're doing mandatory training, but still remain clocked in and going to the basement of all places to receive the most mediocre fucking quote unquote training about look out for terrorist attacks and suspicious behavior, and I was like, I was already fucking doing that.
Oh my god.
The most mediocre fucking training I have ever had in my life. I shit you not, actually. I kid you not, though. It literally felt like a fucking classroom to me.
Well, it felt like what?
It felt like a classroom to me.
Oh, geez, a classroom?
It literally
Oh my,
looked exactly like a fucking like an off-brand classroom, though.
oh my god, it's so terrible.
It
Oh
literally looked
god.
like I was like literally like it literally looked like I was literally having a fucking like it's like one of those like have you ever like do you remember back in school though we used to like literally sit right in front of those fucking like shitty fucking desks though like those fucking metal
Yeah,
chairs literally attached to
true.
the fucking like attached to the fucking like table itself though and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden they just start questioning you like you're fucking taking a quiz though. Yeah, that's exactly what it was like.
Oh my god. No way. Just like the classrooms. Oh my god. That's so terrible.
Actually,
Oh
one
yeah.
question actually, do you have any questions for me right now or
Uh,
Yeah,
Not
I'm just trying to
really.
make just like making sure that you actually understand what I'm saying right now.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, you're just telling me, funny things about, what the hell happened at
Yeah,
the
actually, like
casino and
to be
stuff.
honest with you, like yeah, you can also and at the casino, I was working at the casino for like a year and 5 months though, and all suddenly I was like just like the most wildest shit I've found in the game before though, man. I swear.
What has happened? What you found?
Let's just say though, Jesus Christ, actually. When
You
I
can
was like
say it.
and honestly when I was like cleaning out those like slot machines honestly and like wiping down the buttons honestly just honestly and wiping out like throwing away the alcohol bottles, the drinks honestly, the beer, Bud Lights, fucking and also I basically found a big ass fucking buzz ball wedged right between those fucking machines too.
Found a buzz ball, huh?
The one of those like really
Damn.
fucking big ones.
Oh my god.
Yet again, also you're not actually like in a casino. Actually, you're not allowed to bring outside drinks and alcohol inside, like outside the casino, nor inside though. That's actually a good way to actually lose their liquor license. Actually,
It's because, like, what Shark called it, you just can't bring it because, like, it's cheap and you're cheating off your shit because, like, they have cocktails and shit too. They have, like,
yeah, they do
a
actually.
bar and shit. They have a bar, a
Yeah,
smoking
there's
section.
like they have a table games, a bar, the bingo hall, and including the quality, also that hotels right next to the casino, like
And
Quality Inn too. So I'm
and
like,
and people and people do smoke over there, right? Smoke
yep,
cigarettes.
yep, we're like it was basically class three casino, so that means we're able to sell alcohol, basically able to sell alcohol too, and also like make sure it has security. We have like security always like watching the front entrance, including back at dispatch, aka we call it the security box because it's like shaped like a box though, and then back aka the employee entrance though. Yeah, again honestly, and I was like, and then I still remember being called to watch the front literally so many fucking times because security just cannot fucking get the fucking like actually get the like employees to actually go like to actually do like to actually like get we just don't have enough like staff on hand at that point. Gee, most of them either go to day shift or swing shift,
Oh my god.
or they end up getting fired for certain type of reasons, or this reason, that reason actually. And the most like wildest reason I've heard about a guard freaking getting fired is this. Guess like the most recent guard that got fired though is like I still remember like that the most recent guard I have known that got fired for he got fired because he was asking around for money.
He's asking around for money.
Yep, employees, customers, etc.
Oh my god. That's the worst employee you could ever have.
Exactly. And also I've heard a story from my former boss though, C, and then all of a sudden I was like, she told me a story of like how a housekeeper she like had like hired though, worked for like a week, and then all of a sudden literally came into work, didn't even clock in, sat down in one of those slots and straight gambled the entire paycheck away, and it was terminated right then and there on the spot.
Oh my god. That's the worst employee you can ever have.
And then all of a sudden, and then I heard that we don't, so the casino does not hold like the Fourth of July events over there anymore because they don't have enough like security. And at one point, that I've heard from my mom that she used to work there like 10 years ago though, and then all of a sudden, the reason why they don't have like those events there anymore because several
Someone got
cars
killed.
got several cars got stolen and several women got raped.
Raped?
Yep,
Am I hearing this correctly?
yep. That's the reason why I say great.
Oh no. I don't mean to say that other word, but oh my god. No wonder what happened. They were raped. No. God, no.
Yep, that's the reason why they don't have the Fourth of July events over there because they call it the incident, but like 10 years ago, and then all of a sudden they literally like I was like Oh yeah, they're like the reason why they don't have it over there because like yeah, that's the thing actually. Several cars got stolen and basically and several women got raped.
Oh my god. I heard one time someone got killed. Somebody got killed over there. It was some girl that got killed, and all the people watched it and they all cried when it happened because it was like some little girl or some shit that got killed or
Oh
something
yeah, that
like that.
actually did actually yeah that actually did happen though, but fucking HR was trying to cover it up so fucking hard.
What happened?
That what you just said that exactly did actually happen though, but like since the word got out though, and all suddenly I was like, and I was like, HR trying to cover that up?
Jeez, that's messed up. Did they covered it up?
They tried to, but
What came out?
basically a child got murdered at the right next to Quality Inn.
That was so true. I can't believe what happened. A lot of people
But yeah,
cried
you can
about
also see
it
what
when it
I've
happened.
heard from there actually, and also and that one of the guards let's just like one of the guards right before they got fired though, all of a sudden they were straight up saying, "Oh yeah, did you know that like a child actually got murdered up here?" And I was like, "What the hell? What the? That was the most random shit I've heard from so far." Trust me, I was just straight up like hearing all sorts of fucking stories over there.
Oh, I heard you heard more.
Oh,
Oh,
trust
that's
me,
right.
when you're a housekeeper though, trust me, I hear a lot from the customers, including employees too.
Oh, dude, I gotta ask you one terrible thing. I gotta ask you.
Oh
Have
God,
you
what is it?
have you had sick customers that came in and tried to do some sick shit?
Oh, like that one fucking customer inside the bathroom, literally fucking shat over the wall.
Oh God, no. It has nothing to do with that, but I guess that's sick, but I mean sicker shit. They try to do fucked up shit.
Not really though. Honestly, the most fucked up thing I've seen so far is when a fucking customer. And actually, I still remember a customer actually being so angry, but like so angry at that point, and so like security basically asked him to leave, honestly, and then he started like, cussing up a storm basically, and then all of a sudden he threatened to shoot up the casino, and basically literally caused the casino to shut close down. It was during my fucking day off on Monday too.
Oh God, no one,
Gee, it was
no
like
one.
during a time I still had Mondays and Tuesdays off.
Oh God, no, I know why casino loses a lot of money.
Yeah, it's because we literally had like shooting threat. Someone literally yelling, basically either yelling. Honestly, I even remember someone literally. Even remember two like women basically basically trying to fight on the game floor.
Yeah, I imagine people get and they get
Yeah,
really
and
salty.
also did you know in the casino though back then actually, you used to be able to get like a bottle of alcohol and then one during your first day in your shift actually, and then one during the end of your shift, and you basically get to take them home until like one day when my former boss C told me that the reason why I don't have that anymore because two employees got into a fight at the bar like drunk as hell. That's the reason why they basically ruined it for everyone else. I was like, I didn't know you guys even do that. Well, not anymore, I guess.
Cause they ruined it or what? Two people scrapped it out or what?
Yeah, they just scrapped the whole entire they just like scrapped the whole entire thing out of there, so they don't do it anymore.
God
Basically, employees can't bring home like I could literally bring home like 2 bottles of beer every single day.
damn. I imagine. What about their harder shit? Do they really sell the hard liquor, dude? Or no?
Actually, yeah, they do though, but the weakest the most weakest one it got is either 0.5%.
0.5%.
Yep.
God.
And then all of a suddenly, and like during shit, I still remember when I was still there my first year actually, and all of a sudden I still fucking remember a customer literally walk up to me and try to ask me if he could help him find his pocket knife he lost on the game floor.
that's because I don't know. People lose their shit if they like think, oh, we
Oh
think
yeah,
it's
trust
alright.
me. When I was like going through like slot after slot, honestly, and then all of a sudden I was like picking up like basically a bunch of like bottles, like throwing it into the trash, and like grab a big ass like like one of those like wheel like those like big ass trashes, basically get to like roll around with you, basically. It's like throwing a bunch of like trash into like the actual big ass bin right there, and then all of a
Oh
sudden you're
god.
just like, and then all of a sudden I found like either like sometimes I found phones, jewelry, rings, and then all of a sudden I saw this like and then all of a sudden I keep on finding drugs too.
Would you would you find drugs over there?
Yeah, like a bunch of pills, laxatives, fucking like and honestly one time I found methamphetamine right next to the ATM machines.
For real?
Yeah, for real. It was like all
Oh,
like white and cloudy. It was like really shitty. It was like a really shitty batch of methamphetamine.
oh god. No wonder why no wonder why Breaking Bad ain't real.
And matter of fact,
Okay.
actually, guess where it was actually. It was literally like fucking like a it was like basically like they used like fucking like a white piece of paper, taped it on the side of the ATM, and there's like two ATMs right in front of the deli, right? And then all of a sudden, right in
Yeah.
front of the restaurant though. Yeah, honestly, not the deli though. Deli's in the bingo hall though, but it was like right in front of the restaurant though. And then all of a sudden, like, I saw a big ass like white like white paper taped on the side of the ATM though. And then yet again, honestly, I knew it was drugs though, but I wasn't allowed to touch it though because we're not allowed to touch drugs with our hands without gloves though. And then my supervisor was like cleaning out the ATMs, and then she's the one that basically like found the methamphetamine and basically gave it to a security guard, and then she got in trouble for touching it though.
Oh god.
And I was like, "Yep, that's methamphetamine."
Well, I mean, what the hell are you supposed to do if you can't touch it then?
Warn a guard.
I mean, warn a guard. What is the guard supposed to do then? Take it and throw it
Yeah,
away, or
no, like take it and basically take it in the back to make sure it's actually in the back of security box, documented, and basically like turn it into the police.
damn.
And guess the okay, I got crazy like twist for you actually.
What's the crazy twist?
That bag of methamphetamine belonged to a fucking floor manager.
Oh my god. How did
Yep.
it happen? How did they found out?
Um. Yet again, also the floor manager was like just like right there, right in front of right in front of the front entrance, right? And then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
like, my supervisor Jay, on the other hand, like gave it to like one of the security guards, or didn't him though, because and then she began to realize that if she actually gave it to the floor manager though, he would have just straight up, like walked out with it.
Oh god. I imagine they would, cause some people would take it just because they
No,
would
that's the
take
thing.
it.
It was his drugs though.
Oh god, if it was his, then
Yep,
yeah, that's cause
until like manager found out it was his though, because he literally tried to get into the security box trying to get it back though, and literally pretending to like hard of breathing and start laying on the ground and shit like that, and then all of a sudden, and the very next day all of a sudden, and I learned he was fired for it.
oh god.
Yeah,
Oh
that's the craziest part though. Like yeah, like I said, like methamphetamine is actually very common around here.
yeah, it is. It's up to the part where people are really addicted to it, and it's like, honestly, good thing I don't do it, cause uh, seriously, it ruins your family. Like once you know, once someone's on it, or like someone's trying to sell it, or someone's trying to like, you know, I don't know what it is, but what all I can say is like the worst horrible drug that you can ever do to, ruin yourself and ruin your family. It's like that's how it ruins families and shit. It ruins everything, It ruins your whole life. Ruins it. You wouldn't think it
Yep.
ruins you until like
And
the
in fact,
last minute.
actually, funny enough, actually, let's just say I used to work with my with a former relative who is like let's just say like he is not a considered family to us actually because he's like a abusive meth head basically, and let's just
Okay.
say like let's call him H for short for Horatio. In fact, let's call him H for sake of like simplicity's sake, I guess. So H is actually like all of a sudden I was his nephew though, but since he let's just say my family though, he literally called keep on saying that he does like a lot of meth though, so like yeah, again honestly, so I'm like it keeps on like and all suddenly he was just like a fucking asshole though.
Yeah, some people are dicks. They just are. Some people are dicks out in this world. There give me a lot of assholes in this world where they just they just like to get pissed off and
Not gonna
do
lie, the
dumb
first
shit.
time he saw me, actually the very first time he saw me though, he literally froze right in front of me, and then he's like, "God damn, I almost thought you're like I literally he basically mistook me for my mother though because I had my mother's like facial features.
Oh God.
Yeah, he mistook me as my mother because like the long hair and my face looked like almost like my mom though, and then all of a sudden though, and afterwards, honestly, and then and afterwards, like he transferred to the plaza like a year later because he's like sick and tired of like Jay's like BS, honestly, because her gossiping, her like shitty treatment though, and then all of a sudden, and then after like some time later, he got fired because he was like let's just say he's basically the type saying I'm only doing exactly what my job description tells me to do. And the second he does as one thing outside of his job description, and then all of a suddenly he was like, all of a sudden he starts mouthing off and start like him saying this is bullshit, and all of a sudden he got himself fired though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he got his dumbass fired though, and then afterwards, and then all of a sudden after like some time more later of like 2 months later, and then all of a sudden he got banned. He got permanently banned from the fucking casino and the plaza too because he stole something from there.
Really?
Yep, he stole something from there, so he got permanently banned.
I don't blame them. We don't need people like thieves. We don't need thieves in this world.
That's very common though because jeez, I still remember the one time I was literally like I'm sitting right up. I was sitting on a chair right trying to like watch the front while security is I'm dealing with that fucking Jesus Christ! I still remember I was like cleaning out the bingo hall, and all of a sudden I heard a big ass screeching and bunch like, and also crash a big ass crash around the fucking right in front of the plaza though. It turns out some like guy basically rolled himself out, literally flipped his car upside down right in front of the plaza. And what I've heard, he basically ran away. I literally heard it straight out of the bingo hall, and then just like security basically went and go deal with it, and the police was called though.
Oh God. That's messed up. Somebody
Yep. So
crashed over there.
let's just say somebody rolled himself out, basically flipped the fucking whole entire van upside down.
Oh Jesus. That would have been a horrible way to crash your vehicle. Holy crap.
Yeah, until a guy basically just ran off somewhere. That's what I've heard though.
He just ran off.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Oh God.
And then
Imagine.
all of a sudden, and afterwards, and then like a day later, honestly. And then when I was like making my rounds, and all of a sudden I was literally finding fucking needles on the game floor though, like those fucking like really thin ass needles. People like literally inject themselves with drugs and shit.
Oh God. Did you actually find needles over there?
I actually did one time actually, and I was like looking through, and I saw something shiny on the ground though, and I realized it was basically a needle.
Jesus, that's gross.
It was very gross. In fact, it literally looked like it was used.
Oh God, I bet people do heroin Oh my god,
Yep,
heroin's pretty gross.
yep. That's actually very common inside the casino though.
God, because heroin is just so gross. Because like heroin makes you feel like shit. Not that I did it, but I heard stories of it, and it's kind of like, fuck that. I
And
don't want to do.
honestly, I genuinely don't get why people do heroin though. That's the thing.
I mean, that shit makes you sick. That's a shitty
It,
part about it.
oh yeah, I've been hearing the main reason why people do meth because it gets you high though. But the main reason why people do actually I never really understood why people do heroin though.
Heroin is just, I don't know. It's like,
It's just
ah,
addictive to people, I guess.
fuck. But if you ever did like stronger heroin, that shit would kill you.
Jesus Christ, man. And then all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden, Jesus Christ, honestly, I still remember when Tony still used to work there. Honestly, and we were like vacuuming the entire gaming floor though. And then all of a sudden, he basically told me that he hit something, and then all of a sudden he thought it was a rock at first, and then he looked down, literally turn out the vacuum cleaner, and he realized it was a bullet.
It was a what?
It was a bullet.
Bullet? Oh my god.
Yep, we found bullets on the gaming floor.
The fuck?
Yep, it
Someone
was
had to
basically
be.
like one of those nine it literally looked like one of those black tip those like long bullets though.
Uh, does tribal cops go over ever go to that casino inside our casino?
Well, honestly, I still remember a whole entire there's basically let me try to remember real quick. There's like five bullets literally sitting on top sitting right on top of the window frame of the security box though. They really couldn't do nothing about it though, other than just like report it and basically like put it up there and just wait until like someone clicks, I guess. Can't do nothing about it though. And all suddenly my coworker, I fellow housekeeper, found a bullet on another bullet on the game floor by running it fucking over with a fucking vacuum cleaner. Jesus Christ, he's fucking glad it didn't fucking go off, honestly.
Oh my god, if it went off, it would be bad.
Oh my god, it would be really bad though, because you really have no idea whether or not it's gonna shoot upwards or inwards, or strip at you though.
I know it, and it would be bad because like
It
someone's
would have
getting
been
injured.
bad, Jesus Christ.
Like someone would have got injured.
Exactly, but it was during a time during grave shift though, because we were closed. We actually closed down at 1 a.m. at the time, and then all of a sudden, we were just cleaning it out, and we just found a bullet though, and all of a sudden we reported it, and then all of a sudden it was like bound to be my wound. That's that. Basically, coming do nothing about it until hopefully the police randomly decide to show up and just like actually collect them and shit.
Oh god.
And then all of a sudden, when I was um, and then all of a sudden when I was like making my rounds through the game floor on the north side where the right in front of the bar though, and then I saw a bunch of a lot of drugs like pills fucking compressed bits of cocaine.
Jesus. Yeah, heroin and meth and cocaine's like the worst horrible drugs there is. I don't care to do drugs like that. Those are terrible.
Yeah, that
Hell,
was the
even
thing. That was the thing actually. And then all of a sudden I found and yet again honestly you basically found basically a bunch of cigarette ashes everywhere, ashes stained the carpet rug. And yet again, honestly, things like on the carpet cleaner, at least on the shampoo machine, honestly, was very rare. It was very rare to get shampoo anymore because the supplies come in almost like weeks or months earlier, months fucking later than usual.
oh Jesus, it's like they don't make them no more.
No, they try to order them, but they literally come in so fucking late though. We literally have to work with very bare minimum fucking. We're forced I was forced to work with bare minimum fucking bare minimum amount of supplies, just force five in a rag.
Oh God, that would have been, that's just so terrible. That's just so worse.
And let me tell you, also let me try to tell you the story of how I ended up in the hospital.
Oh, you can tell me that.
Okay then. When I was like, yet again, honestly, when I was trying to clean out that like bathroom in the bingo hall, right, and then
Yeah,
and then all of a suddenly, I was trying to pick up that crew professional toilet cleaner, right, that
yeah,
had to contains a dangerous chemical like like fluoride, right, and then we were using it for like a year, right, and it turns out that it was like a toxic chemical called like what was it called again? Like chiric fluoride, I believe so. If I'm wrong, correct me though. But yeah, again, honestly, so I'm like, and I went to pick up the cap though, but and honestly, the reason why it just popped off because I forgot to screw it on all the way, and it was like straight up popped off honestly, and then most literally like some of it got on my leg, and then I was like, fuck. I thought I was gonna like bleach my pants though, and then all of a sudden and then I was like, oh fuck, it's gonna bleed my pants now. And again, also I was a bit annoyed until I felt a mild burning sensation all of a sudden, and then I looked down and my fucking pants were melting.
your pants were melting.
Yeah, some parts of my pants were literally fucking melting though.
Oh my God. And what
And
happened then?
I was like, oh fuck, what the fuck? And I was like, I was literally just freaking out a little bit, but I literally tried to calm myself down because I literally read at the fucking bottle though saying literally, I just literally exactly just did exactly what the ball told me to do, just like trying to wipe the chemicals off as much as possible though. And I literally just like basically like abandoned it, basically left it where it, like all this shit was like in like shit was there, and then straight up like go out of the bingo hall, go across the game floor, and then all suddenly I was like, look, and then all of a sudden he saw my leg, and all of a sudden I was like, oh shit, and it's like his leg is charred, dude. Yeah, honestly, it was like bits of pieces. It was basically like pieces of my black pants, like just like I'm singeing on my skin though.
Oh God.
And then
Did
all of a
it
sudden,
did it did it like hurt or anything?
honestly, not really though, because considering that it was like mildly, it was literally burning very mildly though, because I literally went back in an employee employee break room though, went into the bathroom, and literally like grabbed like a handful like towels though, and got it, like soaking wet, and basically straight up lit, basically like pulled down my fucking pants and started like scrubbing my scrubbing my leg like hard as like hard as possible as I could at this point. Start scrubbing my leg for like 15 minutes straight to get the chemicals off.
Jesus.
And then all of a sudden they took pictures of my my leg though, and basically documented it as documented it for legal sake I guess. And then they just like and all of a sudden I remember getting transported to the hospital and literally had to spend the night in the hospital and at the hospital over here.
You actually had to spend the night at the hospital.
Yep, I straight up I was like I clocked out basically I clocked out in the middle of the night and honestly I actually did so well though that the EMTs even praised me about being calm and literally did it so efficiently though because my leg though like all of the hairs on it were like singed off actually, and then the EMTs were actually telling me about that Churic flora was actually a very dangerous chemical though, and we're actually been using it to clean up those toilets though. And it turns out the reason why I was making those making that smoke, that white smoke in the air, in fact, turns out we keep on complaining that it's smoking us out way too much actually. We've been complaining about basically me and my supervisor were complaining about it was like basically smoking us out and shit. That turns out it was toxic fumes from churic fluoride though. Basically I was suffering from churic fluoride poisoning.
Oh Jesus. Well, did you at least get stuff off of you or anything?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember when I said that I literally scrubbed my leg for like 15 minutes straight. That's yeah, I got it off.
Ah, well, I
Well,
mean, you
I was
still had
just,
to.
yeah, I was just glad it wasn't blistering though.
Damn. Hell yeah. Yeah, boostering would have been worse or something.
Honestly, I was like panicking from the inside though, but I literally forced myself to become calm though because I was like, And then all of a sudden, when I was transported to the hospital, though, I was hooked up to an oxygen because I was having trouble breathing because, well, let's just say breathing in toxic fumes for over like a year does not do good for your fucking lungs.
Uh, yeah, they say all kinds of shit. It's not good for everybody, but let's just face it. Hands down reality, nothing's good for you in this world.
Bruh, I was like breathing in fucking toxic fumes like churic fluoride for like a year.
Jesus. Well, good thing you're still alive, cause hell,
Jesus Christ,
those people.
I was even lucky I didn't get cancer from that shit.
Mm, yeah, cancer's just a bitch. Honestly, it's like I don't know what it is, but it's just like cancer.
And honestly, I remember and also I just remember about like the fucking hospital ride though, and then all suddenly and the casino honestly when I got back from the hospital when I got back the very next day actually, and the turbo cleaner was like replaced with like basic turbo cleaner, basic get from like those like get for your home, right?
Oh yeah.
They finally replaced them after I was like, man, they're just looking to get some. All it takes is one fucking one accident though, and guess what happened? An accident
What
happened.
happened?
You
What
know,
happened?
chemical to the leg and me transferred to the hospital though. That's what I was talking about.
Damn. Crazy reason.
And all of a sudden, when I look up on top of the housekeeping closet, and all of a sudden the the toolbox cleaner was replaced by safer ones. Like start with something basic though, like one of those basic toolbox cleaners you use for your daily households, right? Yeah, those type of toolbox cleaners you get from the store.
Damn.
And then shit. Actually, I still remember when I was like at the hospital though, and all of a sudden, when I was being transported, and I think some of the patients recognized me from the casino though. They're literally looking at me like, "What the fuck are you?" They're literally looking at me like, "Are you okay? What the hell?" And all of a sudden, I was literally being transported right into into the room though, on the gurney though, and all of a sudden, and after the doctor literally looked at my leg, and I was like, "What the hell happened?" And I was like, this happened because of toilet cleaner. And he looked at me saying, he literally looked at me with a shocked face, and he was like, that happened because of toilet cleaner. Yeah, but it's called crude professional toilet cleaner. The industrial shit, in fact. And
Damn.
they literally had to they literally had to take off my boots and literally cut off my fucking pants, and then I also had to take off my fucking pants because I was contaminated with the chemical, right? And they
Yeah.
literally doused my fucking leg with like alcohol, which he scrubbed me with like high concentrated alcohol though. And fuck, if I told you how bad it fucking hurts though, it was like fucking like oh my god though.
Oh God, was that like getting stung by a bee hurt? Is that how bad it hurt, or
Let's just say
how?
it's equivalent to getting stung by a fucking bee. It stung like a bitch.
Damn, damn, that shit would
It
hurt like
stung
a
so hard.
motherfucker.
Actually, it stung for like 15 minutes though, and then all of a sudden it just stopped hurting because it went numb.
Oh God, they probably had to have had something for it to go numb.
But yeah, again, honestly, it was like high concentrate, like alcohol though. So like yeah, and then all of a sudden I was like sleeping on one of those gurneys because I was literally I spent the night on one of those gurneys though.
Yes. Jack, you had to spend a night in that.
I literally had spent the night around those gurneys right in the fucking hallway though.
Oh God.
And then after I got home though, and all of a sudden I went back to work, and then it's like, and I better beam out of boon. That's what basically what it is. And now you know the story of how I ended up in the hospital because of work, because I got into a work related accident.
Damn. I've never been to a hospital yet from work, but I have seen somebody damn near got themselves killed one time. Like, what you call it? He was working at the deli and he was cooking, and all of a sudden, what you call it? He just went down to the ground. I didn't watch it happen, but I kind of saw parts of it, and then like saw like the aftermath a little bit because the ambulance had to come to the store and like what you call it, put the guy in the bed or whatever the hell, carry him out with their bed thing or whatever the hell, because like the dude damn near overdosed it or whatever the fuck. He must have did a hard ass drug for him to like what you call it, get down on the ground and like he was just like unconscious or some shit like that. He wouldn't get up or whatever the hell.
Wait a
So
minute.
they just
Do you mean one of those like bad things? You mean You mean a stretcher, right?
or whatever the heck they are. I mean, it's just like you they put you on it and then they carry you out to the ambulance or whatever the hell. It's like one of those things.
Oh, it's one of those. Oh yeah, those are gurneys.
Whatever the heck those bed things are, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
those
they put
bed
them
things
on.
you're talking about right now, those are called gurneys.
Yeah, that's what they put them on or whatever the hell. Yeah, that shit was fucked up the way it seemed like, but someone did a joke, told him, "Oh, kiss him in the mouth." They all didn't want to do that shit. Somebody told him that. It was just so funny as hell.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I can't even. They actually, someone actually said that, and it just they're all like, "No, fuck that." That's what they said. That,
Oh my god. What the fuck?
honestly, Allsop has a lot of fucked up funny shit that they've been going through, and honestly, a lot of people say fucked up shit over there too.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, we say a lot of fucked up shit. They're like, fuck that shit. They didn't want to give him no mouth to mouth. Yeah. Yeah, it's happened.
Beauty and the Kiss. What the fuck is it? What the fuck is it, Snow White?
Yeah, sure. It was just like that. Just like,
What the fuck is it, Snow White? Like, what, bro? Maybe give him a kiss when you wake up. Like,
give this kid mouth to mouth. Kiss him. That's what they said to
CPR? No, I don't want to kill a dude. I'm not gay.
him. Yeah, that's how it happened.
Some guy in the background. Jokes on you, I'm gay. Then he starts fucking smooching.
Ah, I can tell you more crazy stories. I just wish I could tell you this funny ass story right now, honestly. Oh, God. I had this one coworker. His name was Roy, and he used to work in a produce room. Anyway, he took some girl out. Her name was India, and then what you called it. He took her out to that ball field and fucked her out the ball field. Here's why I knew about it, is because people talked about it. Like they
Oh, so
straight
that
up
means it
told
was
me that.
basically gossip around there.
Like yeah, there was like everybody knows about it. They were like, oh yeah, yeah, Roy took her and fucked her out the ball field, and then that's when all the jokes are going around there. They were trying to say, oh, we wish we did that shit. That shit was fucked up. A lot of fucked up shit has happened, honestly. And you want to hear this story? Oh God, what you called it? One time I heard a fucked up story. A fucked up customer, actually. I heard about a fucked up customer. His name is Daniel Bordeaux, and what I called it is. What I called it is. He said he'd taken half his pants off and shit, and then starts full on touching himself in front of women and everybody else. He was legit touching himself in front of everybody. I didn't see it, but I heard it. I
Oh, what
heard,
the
yeah,
fuck?
yes, I've been hearing fucked up shit. It was just like, oh my god, there's a lot of fucked up shit. I witnessed some fucked up stuff too that has happened. But at the same time, we like to talk fucked up over there too. You ever had a
Oh my
job
god.
where what you want called it? You ever had a job where what you want called it? Where employees they talk the way they talk, they say a bunch of fucked up shit you would expect them to say, like like some joking matter shit. They're joking and
Yeah,
shit.
but shit, that means this will probably make this video into a part two though, because I'm basically hitting my cap limit right now.
Oh god, guess we're gonna have to do that sometime. Cause yeah, we gotta. Next time, let's play some Call of Duty and talk more funny stories too. Talk some more stories.
Oh yeah, he was talking about honestly fuck, that was the most wildest shit I've heard from you so far.
Yes, that has happened. Like
And honestly, the
literally,
wildest shit I told you about the casino though, bro, I literally have more stories, wild stories than that. In fact,
I heard some girl got fired over there because of what you want to call it. A lot of people were getting drunk, and then I don't know. I had a friend of mine. He told me about something about that. He was getting drunk and he got fired because apparently the only one way he knows about it is because his uncle used to work security. Is there really security at Roseville Casino? Well,
yeah,
actually, I seen it.
that's the casino has like security department. Yeah, why?
Yeah. Anyway, apparently one of the security guards told him about how he got one of the girls fired there because of what Shore called it. He was so buzzed up that they ended up what Shore called it finding out that he wasn't even of age to drink or some shit
Oh
like
my
that. Like,
god, yeah. So I remember someone telling me that the reason why they're so strict, like not about so strict about checking everyone's ID because some guard actually let an underage an underage person inside the casino started getting drunk and shit, started gambling and shit, and then all of a sudden the security guy got fired for that.
yes, that's what has happened. It was like some chick too that let it happen too, wasn't it? Or
Yeah, I still remember someone. Actually, I still remember someone so young, literally wandering around the game floor, and I was like trying to clean up the slot machines. I was like, this person looks way too young to be here. And then all of a sudden, the next day, the security guard that I saw was basically fired for it.
oh god,
Trust me, I was there. I know what happened.
ooh, crisis happened to them.
Trust me. As a matter of fact, all this crazy stuff you've been hearing about the casino, in fact, is true because I was there. I can literally confirm it. It did happen though. I literally worked there. I was literally working there for like a year and 5 months until I quit on
Damn,
July 3rd because the casino's basically not doing so well. And plus, they're like 3 million
how
debt right now.
are they really 3 million in debt?
Yep, used to be 2 million, and now all of a sudden there's like 2 million debt.
Oh my god, that would be the worst way. That's just like getting your bar shut down.
Yep. In fact, they actually shut down the whole entire food services over there because they're um let's just say they shut it down because they're trying to recoup, they're actually cutting off. Used to be 200 employees, and now they're stuck with the skeleton crew now.
Like, what does that mean?
They're stuck with the bare minimum employees to run each department, to reach each department though.
Oh my god, that's like the worst way to start your own crap because then everyone has to restart. Everyone has to think, what the hell are they supposed to do then? And all this and that, and it kind of messes them all up because like they have to figure out like, oh, what they have to do daily and shit to stay busy and
Yep,
shit.
this is gonna. Yep, we're gonna have to stop right there because I'm about to hit my cap about 8 seconds right now. So people who are watching this video, thank you for listening. So part two is
プレイステーション